Alright, Warriors, welcome back. Before we get started, let's do a breathing exercise. It's not going to take but 5 damn seconds. 5 seconds that later, you'll probably thank me, because you're going to dodge a bullet. For many of you, it's that small delay, 5-second delay, that's going to cause a narcissist to panic. Warriors, when you provide a loop interrupter for yourself, what you do is you disrupt the narcissist's tricks. We're going to talk about some of the things that we can do to make a narcissist panic that can benefit you in a personal or professional environment. It goes for both genders. Yes, I only believe there are two, because all others, it's a disorder. Anytime you run away from the reality, from facts, people who are devoid of reality is a disorder. Doesn't matter what damn spectrum. You don't need to be worried about all that. You just need to thank them for revealing them damn selves. Warriors, 5 seconds maintains the ball in your court. And we're going to talk about what it is that we can do to deploy defensive posturing so that we don't fall for the scams, the gimmicks, the impulsive decisions, and making those decisions on temporary feelings. It can cost you a lifetime of fucking consequence. Can I get a what? Let's do this. Come on now. Let's break it down. 5 seconds. Release slowly. Alright, shake that shit off. I want to thank Andy. I got the gifts. Man, appreciate the card and the wolf bracelet. So awesome to add to my cachet of warrior gifts. What an inspiration this tribe has provided in not only supporting the content, supporting the channel, but supporting each other. I want to ask you to be sure and subscriptious. You know, click that little button at the bottom so that we can encourage the algorithm to start sharing this message with those that are seeking it. That's why this channel isn't the easiest to find. Many of you are probably perplexed. Why are the subscriber counts down? Why are they so low? Well, it's because it's for the ones seeking it, that next level of understanding. You see, others are so shocked right now and paralyzed that they're stuck in rage themselves against the narcissist. You see, because to toy with the idea of forgiving is too hard to stomach. And what's not being realized is you're not forgiving the narcissist. In fact, the word forgiving, let's just erase that. Let's just say understanding that you had a role to play, just like the narcissist had a role to play. The advantage you have is you can learn from it and become better. The frustration the narcissist has is they're stuck in the disorder. No matter how hard they try and want to change, they will succumb to the temptations. Warriors, narcissists, when you pin them against a wall and panic starts to set in, their automatic default is to shame you, to guilt you, to insult you, and always be right, even if wrong. Since we know this already, and you know that this is an automatic triggering mechanism, then now all you need to do is try and remember what is it that triggered, and take a note. Just like the notes that were taken on you as they were departing with a shit-eating grin and you were perplexed. Why did they upset me and seem so happy about it? You remember. Yeah, that one. Warriors, things to make narcissists panic. Stop giving them the attention they want. When they are asking for it or demanding the attention, stop cold turkey giving them what they want. Another thing is to be completely calm. Don't show the spontaneity of the emotional reaction that others are charged with and can't control. See, when you're able to self-regulate and no one can spontaneously make you become reactive, this makes a narcissist panic. It's a threat. It shows mental maturity above the scale at their peak. See, narcissists have arrested development. In other words, when you start speaking intelligently beyond a 14-year-old is when you'll start automatically see the shaming, the guilting, the insults, and the need to be right. The other thing is taking control of the conversation. You lead it and end it. And you lead it and end it at its peak and walk away. See, narcissists not able to control the conversation means they couldn't control you and your thoughts and perceptions and leave you with a parting thought to ruminate and ruin the rest of your day. See, you champion the conversation and leave it on a high note and tiptoe your ass out, dancing with your shit-eating grin. Can I get a what? Are you listening? Come in closer. Don't make me have to come through this damn phone. Warriors, another thing is stop giving them the gift of amplified drama. By entertaining their chaos and asking more leading questions is to invite the narcissist to your world to share your personal life. Some of y'all fell right into it. Had the screaming shits coming out that mouth. And you're not paying attention. The other thing is don't give them a chance to control you. Don't give them a chance to lead you in any conversation. Always remain neutral in the event you walk into a conversation and you're supposed to be the one to take a side. Who's right, who's wrong? Remain in your neutral position, not feeding either one supply. This also threatens the narcissist into a panic. Warriors, anytime you threaten or you catch yourself in a situation where feedback is given, the narcissists take it personal. They perceive their greatness as being attacked. And when this happens is when you cause a panic. When you cause a narcissist a panic, believe me, they believe themselves to be perfect. Now, this is when you engage and don't allow them to come out of that boxed corner, especially those of you in professions where your work was maybe taking credit for by another, and you start asking key questions that only the one who created it can know. This will back a narcissist into a corner. This is the moment you put them in the spotlight, the kind of spotlight they don't want. Warriors, I need you to also understand, fair warning, when a narcissist goes into panic, because they are unregulated emotionally and lack mental maturity, they will cross the line. You see, there are no rules of engagement. When this sets in, and rage takes over. They'll go into damage control. Once they start thinking that power shift or the dynamic of them being put on the spotlight for good reason, the minute that starts to diminish is when the narcissist goes into a rage panic control. And when this happens, this situation can cause you and many others harm. And it's why it's important that when you demonstrate the need to posture defensively, that you do it intelligently, publicly, or know when to zip it up and walk away. Because if you don't, let me tell you, they have no boundaries. They'll put shit in your food, in your drink. You'll go from making solid damn Twinkies to the next day, soup ass. Pay attention to your body. And then start paying attention to who you associate with and how you feel, or how you were made to feel. You see, your intuition is a powerful tool. Your discernment are your lessons that you learn through your walk of life. Reflecting on that at the right moment is to ruminate on the lesson so as not to have to walk through hell again. The narcissist could give a shit about the previous connections. They just hope someone's going to bail them out. Warriors, narcissists end up with a rebound that ends up taking advantage of them. And if they end up with, 9 times out of 10 they do, someone like them or worse than them, they end up unpacking all their little dirty secrets in a public kind of way. Because this is how narcissists attack each other. They have to totally destroy reputations and your ability to provide for yourself. This is a tactic they've always used for each other. That is, until your ass got out of your lane and decided to fight for something that was disrespecting you. Warriors, when narcissists go into rage, it's when all their minions start to come out and attack you. But let me tell you something. Once the minions start turning on their own handlers, this is when the truth starts to come out. And you start to realize that there's a rat race to come and confess to you between the narcissist and the harem closet. To come and tell you secrets so that it doesn't allow the narcissist back into a Hoover or relationship of reconciliation with you. They want to sabotage each other's ability to go back into a harem closet. They want to render each other destitute, just like they did you. Now, what ends up happening, warriors, narcissists not only lost you and every connection before you, but they lost the grand opportunity that they saw in the rebound and now have nothing to fall back on. Because the harem closet is empty. In fact, I venture to say quality never resided there. Misfits, needing to be heard, wanting to be somebody. Yo ass got swept up with FOMO, the fear of missing out, and almost ended up FUBAR, fucked up beyond all recognition. Now, you came up on this channel. Let me tell you what that done. It fucked up the narcissist plan. Their plan was to have you as a place card on hold and come back. What they screwed up is they left you alone long enough for you to find this channel and have eye-opening aha moments that allowed you to blow the damn bridge up. They found themselves not able to find you. And now the minions and the narcissists trying to confess realize you don't give a damn anymore what they got to say. You buried the living dead a long time ago. Now get your asses out there and remember, anytime anyone, man or woman, when the shaming begins, the guilting and the insults and the need to be right, know what you're dealing with. A reprobate mind. It's what the good book calls narcissists. Boys, get out there and own it. A confession from a liar, a cheater, a thief, a murderer holds no water. You know, in prison, there's a saying that chumos are like 1 week wanderers. Chumos. People that do bad things to kids, babies, children. In the civilian sector, toxicity is handled like chumos, irrelevant. A sickness in society's ranks. Covertly and malignantly trying to blend, but easily identified and triggered. You have the tools today to incite panic on narcissists. Deploy them carefully, because understand, a raging narcissist has no boundaries. Can pose a danger. Don't posture unless you're ready to defend yourself. Sometimes it's best to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and when to walk away. And ultimately, know when to run. Warriors, thanks for this badass walk. I appreciate it. And remember, this knowledge applies to your personal life and your professional life. Gray rocking. It's like the 5-second rule. Speak intelligently in few words. Observe more. Listen twice as much. And speak less. Time to control that diarrhea of the mouth. Can I get a what? Now get out there and conquer it. I feel something coming. I feel something great coming. It's a happy dance. Come on now. Y'all get out there and rock on. Let me tell you about my fishing trip. It didn't happen. But I did go to H-E-B and buy me a fish. And the bait I would have used, well, it's now on the menu. Shrimps and fish. Good times, man. There's never a guarantee, but you can make the best of every moment. You're creating those moments. Narcissists just want to ride your coattail. Clout chasers. Shake them fuckers off like a tick on your left nut. You got this. Own it. It's never goodbye, warriors. Desmando besos y abrazos. Namaste.
The wastelands through the highways and on. you grow.